Hi, welcome to my Forever World. In this world, I'm trying to take my time in playing Minecraft Survival with no rush and no high expectations. In the last few episodes, we've turned this piece of forest into a warm and comforting home. And today, I'm gonna do two things to give this town a tiny bit more to look at. Firstly, there's a whole lot of room for little improvements, details, and maybe even more streams and bridges. And secondly, it's finally time to build the magical medieval tower I've been wanting to have for such a long time. It's going to look a bit withered, rugged, and hopefully maybe even a teeny tiny bit mystical. And you'll see that it will bring a whole lot of storytelling and history into this little home. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Forever Home series. Hi, welcome back! We are back in the Forever World, and look at how beautiful everything's looking. So this is the field we've built last time, right? And I think it's turned out amazing. I really like it. I think it looks really good. It looks so beautiful. Oh, I love walking through here. I just discovered that I should change these for pumpkins, else it looks a bit odd. Just like that. There we go. I really love the field we've built. And obviously, completely new as well is the barn we have here now. And this one also looks amazing, doesn't it? Look at this whole path and all. I am very happy with the world. Today I have some new plans to do. Because I really like the world we have, but I think we have a little bit of detailing to do. I would love to have a couple more streams. Because we have built this one, right? And I think it looks very cool with the bridge and how there's so much water everywhere. I really like that part. And I think I would love to have a couple more like these. First though, it's feeding time. Hi guys! Good morning everyone! Good morning! Hello, hello, hello! Oh, there are small cows again. The house is looking great as well. We also have a couple of things to do, which is placing some flowers. I just have quite a bit of little things I want to do today. And I might just start with doing the interiors of the blacksmith, which we've built, which actually doesn't have an interior yet. It's completely empty pretty much, and we can change that. So this is one thing I want to do. I also want to do the interior of the barn, because the barn as well is pretty much completely empty. And we can change that as well, because it's looking absolutely amazing. I am very happy with it all. I love the scarecrow we have. I think it looks cool as well. Now we just need some kind of utility as well. Because while it all looks good, I still have all my stuff a bit spread all over the chests in this world, and I really want to change that. So I'm gonna do that now. So there was a whole lot of sorting to do for myself, and I just started with the blacksmith. I decided to give him a bit of a table because he would need a place to work, as well as working on the storage room where I just put a bit more chests, just so I have some storage place after all. Then I also improved the barn, and I didn't really know what to go for at first. Then I just figured out some stuff, and I must say in the end I'm not yet finished, but I think it looks quite good, so I'm happy with it. Alrighty, how are you my cowies? You're doing good. We're gonna need a lot of them. I need some leather today because I have rebuilt some of the storage space because it didn't look nice before. I have now changed the blacksmith's inside actually. Finally did it. But this is what it looks like now. You have a couple of chests, a barrel, and 2 tables. Because the blacksmith surely needs a place to work as well. Then in the back room we have like the storage space. Again, a couple of barrels, a couple of chests. You also have some barrels down here now. This is just different places to store things, right? And then upstairs, I also did a little something. It's just a whole lot of chests. It doesn't really look nice, but it doesn't need to. Because it's just the attic, right? Now, I need a whole lot of leather because I think I want to mark every chest with like the kind of item we have in there. Then I also changed the inside of the barn. Oh wow, look at how beautiful everything is today. It's looking nice and great today. Hi, my beautiful field. The inside of the barn now is also changed a bit. There's a whole lot of chests now. Still, all of them pretty much empty. And I kind of want to put some hay bales up here. I think that would look cool. I do think barns usually have like that upper level, which isn't fully closed. Maybe that's wrong. I'm not quite certain of it. And then down here, I just gave it the illusion at the moment that there's actually a second level. There isn't yet. I'm still having to build it, but I think at the moment these chests should be enough, so I just did it like that. Well, with that being done, I now have to feed the cows and get quite a bit of leather. But I think I'm gonna first store everything in these boxes that I have in some way that makes sense. So everything that is stone and material and metal kind of things is going in here, somewhere at the blacksmith's house, and everything that's wheat, farming, maybe food is all going into the barn. Alrighty guys, I did a whole lot of sorting with all my stuff. It's finally a bit better. And while we're waiting for the cows to grow so I can get some more leather, I want to dig a new creek. I think around here would actually be super cool. I think this path here, having a little bit of a creek could look so good. So I'm thinking once again from probably here. Around here, maybe beneath the tree, then a bit here, and maybe it disappears just somewhere here. Or we could have one start up here and go through here. Or both. I think we should just do both. I think the more the better. So I think we'll do that and we'll see. We'll see whether it turns out well or not. I think we'll just dig. Dig somewhere. No, I think that looks fairly nice actually. I think that looks quite cool. So you have this river flowing through here. We'll obviously build a bridge at one point, probably like here. And then it just disappears beneath here. I think that looks quite cool. And actually I didn't wait at all until I started building the bridge. So I did it immediately. I tried to build it in the same style as the other bridge. And I think I kind of got there in the end. But you can decide yourself. So I did kind of build that. I'm not quite sure whether it's too big for a bridge, but I kind of just connected it here to the ground. I think it's kind of cool, but I'm also kind of unsure. I don't know, but I do think it's kind of nice. It's very, like, there's a whole lot going on here right now, right? Maybe it's too much and we'll just do the same thing as here. Let me know. I kind of like it. It's a bit more civilization than before, you know? But let me know. If you think it's too much, we'll take it away. I think I'll have to get away with this one, though. There we go. I think that's a bit better. And because I'm kind of obsessed with streams and rivers and doing details after details, that's the next step I did in the main street of the town. Well, there we go. What do you think of that, guys? You have that river that flows through here, then another pumpkin. I think this kind of is nice. There's so much going on now. I do think it looks good, but I also think that it's very hard to overdo such rivers. Maybe I am overdoing it right now. I personally like it. All right, with this done, I think I would like to continue with building the tower. So I've wanted to build a tower for a while now, and I think it would be amazing to have a tower because it could kind of give it one more structure that is like very tall and high. Because at the moment, a lot of the things we've built are very nice, right? I really like them, but nothing really peeks out. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite sure that this is gonna look very, very good. Now, the tower, I've been doing a little bit of thinking, luckily. Every single one of these houses has some kind of purpose, right? Or is a storage room for something. So I'm thinking the tower, which I want to be on this little hill here, because then it's higher already, could be the wizard's tower. Like obviously a medieval age or a farmland, well, not a farmland area, but a medieval age town can also be some kind of fantasy town, and I think bringing this kind of aspect into it would be very cool. So making this like some kind of wizard's tower will look incredibly cool. And we could also put the enchantment table in there. We don't have that one yet, but I want to have one. And by the way, can I use this thing? Is this a blacksmith's table, right? How do I upgrade stuff? I have no idea how this works. I'll have to figure that out, because I feel like my stuff is slowly but surely breaking, and that's obviously not ideal. Well, with everything packed and ready, I am going to go to sleep. Then I'm gonna mine for a bit. I need a lot of cobbled deep slate. And I could also use quite a bit of coal, to be honest, because I don't have that much. But we're gonna do one after the other. First, it's cobbled deep slate time. Let's get a whole lot of that. Alrighty guys, I did mine 1 iron pickaxe worth of cobbled deep slate. I'm not yet sure how dark exactly this tower is gonna be, but it's hopefully gonna look very, very, very nice. Because I like the cobbled deep slate, I like the polished deep slate as well. But I think I want to use these, maybe with a mixture with cobblestone. I want the tower to be kind of like a ruin. So I don't want the tower to be completely new. I kind of want it to be a bit older, and we can put some kind of roleplay aspect in it as well. So for example, give the tower some kind of backstory. I think this would be incredibly cool to have. But that's a plan I have, at least. We'll see on how we execute that, obviously. Alright, and then I want the tower to have some kind of stairs that go up to it. So it's not gonna be quite on the ground floor. And then we're gonna make it, I'll say, maybe like that? I think that's big enough. Like, that's gonna be the size of it. Now, obviously, it's not gonna be built of dirt, but this is just for me to have a look at it. Hopefully. It's gonna be about that size, right? That's gonna look cool. Well, I'm gonna pull up some pillars to see on how high we're gonna make it. I don't think you can see it from back here, right? Oh, we can! Cool! Wait, there it is! I think that's high enough then. Well, and we've arrived at the very unfortunate state of me actually not having enough cobbled deep slate. Well, it's all looking very nice already though. And I need to say, I am scared of heights in real life. And building this thing has been quite the scary thing to do. But look at the view onto town from up here. It looks cool, doesn't it? And then up here we can look onto town, and then I'm gonna build some cool, maybe spires kind of thingies? That could look nice. I'm imagining something a bit Lord of the Ring-ish kind of things. Maybe. Maybe that doesn't fit. I don't know yet. If you're asking me on how I'm planning on getting up and getting down, can I jump in there? Will I die if I don't make it? We'll figure it out. Oh, I can easily make this. Good. Alright, I think I'm gonna go down the mines again quickly, just to get some more cobbled deep slate. And then we're gonna start building this cool tower a bit more. I really like what it looks like already. Well, I'm back from the mines. I got a whole lot of stuff. And we're slowly but surely getting a whole lot of cows here too. Alright, now we have that main structure, right? And now we're gonna build some cool kind of things around it to give it a nice texture. I think that's gonna be important, so that it's not just flat. I kind of want some arches to the outside. I think that could look super cool. Alright guys, I'm figuring some stuff out. I want to make like a cool wing for the tower, but it's not cool at all. It's quite bad. I'll have to take it all down again and restart. It's just part of it, isn't it? Alright, and this time we're gonna do it a whole lot easier. No! Why did the creeper now have to explode? It's happening all at once. It's happening all at once. Alright, I've done it. And I think it's symmetrical? We'll see how we do it exactly, to be honest. We'll see, I'm not quite sure yet. And I'm gonna have to replace quite a few blocks with some cobblestone, so it's not too dark. Well, what's the next step? I don't even know. Just continuing somewhere? Probably. Guys, I'm just trying to build a bit of this and a bit of that. And I think we're coming along fairly nicely. Okay, you know what, guys? I've added these spires on top, and I actually think if we take the wings away, it could look kind of cool. Like, I'll have to change a bit. I had that feeling of me going into the totally wrong direction now for like the past hour. I've been falling deep into a hole. But now that I've built these spires on top, I think it's actually kind of cool. But I think we need to take the wings away. I thought they would look cool, but they don't. They actually look pretty horrible. So we might just go... Yeah, I think it looks very cool. The top. So we take away the wings. We'll go for a bit more classical, a classic kind of tower. I was trying something and it didn't work out. And sometimes that's just how it goes. And I'm perfectly fine with that. You know what? I don't dislike what it looks like. I just think we need to retexture it a bit. I mean, look at it in the night time. Like, just the silhouette of it looks very cool. Maybe I'll take away the window in front fully. Might just do that. And you know what would be cool here on the side? Would be like having like a hook for transportation purposes. I think medieval towers sometimes had that kind of thing. But then again, I'm very uninformed on medieval stuff, to be honest. I was thinking something like that. I think that's kind of cool. And now I want to add some of those iron fences, I think, or iron chains on it. Maybe like 1 or 2. And then that could be like the transportation tool when you need to get stuff up into the tower. So we'll build a window beneath it as well. Yeah, something like that. I'll probably change the form a little bit. And we'll give it a whole lot more things to look at from the sides. But I think this is a lot better already. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm simply gonna change a whole lot of these blocks with some cobblestone, because it's simply too dark of a tower for me at the moment. Alright, we're getting into the right direction. I'm currently changing the top a bit, but I feel like right now I'm actually having a good feeling. Which is ironic because it's raining and horrible weather. But like right now I'm feeling like we're doing something right. And it is a whole lot of figuring out. But it's quite fun, to be honest. It's also a new day. It's not the same day anymore as on which I've started. So I have a bit more energy. I'm re-energized. Sometimes that helps, I think, with building. Because it can get quite... like you can't lose a bit your neutral sight on it, you know what I mean? It's good to have it. You know what is cool though? As I've mentioned before, I'm quite scared of heights usually, right? But because I've been working on this for so long now, it's basically gone. It's just disappeared. And that feels quite good. It's not as scary anymore. How beautiful. Alright, so guys, look at this. I think we are very much heading into the right direction now. I'm actually being very optimistic right now, I think. I really like what it's looking like now. I do still dislike this front window. I think it looks like the entry of a mine and not like a window at all. I'm probably gonna take this one away and instead just leave it as stone. And maybe have like a little window where you could shoot out if there is an attacker. But I think I'm very happy with it. And then we'll do a little bit of detailing, a little bit of this and that, and then it should look very good. But first I need to feed the cows because we still need a whole lot more of them. Alright guys, this is how I changed it now and I actually like it a whole lot more. I don't know whether it's too big of an opening, but I wasn't quite sure on how to do it differently. If you have a different idea, let me know. But I think this now looks a whole lot better. It's a much more simple tower than what I had in mind at the beginning. Maybe that's good. I probably just had a bit too much creativity, which also happens sometimes, you know. So I'm perfectly fine with that actually. So I'm gonna get some sleep and then on the next day I'm gonna do a whole lot of the small things, but I really like the way it looks now actually. I'm actually fairly happy with it. Sometimes such processes just take a whole lot of time. And it's a whole lot of doing and redoing and figuring out, and it takes a lot of patience, to be honest. But I think it's very worth it in the end. Mostly. Hopefully, not always, unfortunately, but mostly. But it's a lot of fun doing it. So I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna get some iron as well, because I want to hang up some lanterns, which I think is fairly important because the tower is so dark at the moment. And by the way, it's finally time for the anvil. Where did I say? Here, right? Dang, this looks so much better now. It's a true blacksmith. Finally. How can I repair this, by the way? Do I need... This doesn't make sense, does it? I can put a diamond in there, right? Pickaxe, diamand. And it'll only repair this little. Okay. I'll have to figure out how that works exactly. Until then, we'll just use one tool after the other. Well, time to get some sleep and then do some detailing. And hopefully it's gonna look amazing. I'm quite certain of it, to be honest. So once again, it was pretty much detailing time. And as I said in this whole process, it really took me a long time until I got on the right track of the tower. And at this point, I felt very happy just to finally have gotten a product with which I was really happy. Alrighty guys, I think we are done. This is what it looks like now. I did a whole lot of little things and I'm incredibly happy with it now. So I did change quite a bit, a few small pieces, so that there are a lot of little ridges, a little holes, a little things that are asymmetrical as well. Now we're just waiting for those leaves to grow down. Once they've done this, it will look so good. We have now this transportation device, this forklift in a way, right? I think it's called, where you could pull things up into the tower back when it was used. Right now it's a ruin, right? You also have this little, well, I'll call it a window where people would have lifted up all the heavy stuff. And there's just a whole lot of little things going on. I did place a couple of lanterns. I changed the surroundings a little bit. I'm still waiting for this tree to grow, which will look amazing. Let's see. It's a bit a small one. Maybe I can regrow it. Make a bit bigger tree out of it. I've also changed this one here, so the foundation has a bit more stone in it. So it will look as if the tower actually kind of grew into the ground, as if the stone were part of nature now. I think this looks kind of nice. And it has that very withered look. Also, if when you go inside, I've also expanded the path a little bit. I'll probably do a bit more. But once you go inside, you also have on top, there's actually a couple of holes as well. And you see from the inside, it's very much not a new tower. It's an old one. And I'm quickly going to go to bed so you can see it at daylight as well. So that's what it looks like in the morning. In the morning, it looks very cute, to be honest. I'm hoping this will grow down very quickly. All these leaves, I have not put leaves there. I could put some more leaves. I think it will look nice. Once you're inside, there's a lot of holes everywhere because it's an old tower, obviously. This is not going to stay like that. But I really like those windows, those high arching windows, where you always have a little sight of the world outside, right? And then on top, you have a beautiful view of our town. I think it looks very good. I think the view is amazing. Like, it's actually a little village now, no? Isn't it? The fields and everything. And then this one here, like, obviously this is not going to stay like that. What I want to do is I want to get a whole lot of wool. Then I want to put a flag here. Yeah, I'm going to change, I'm going to put a whole lot of things here. Should we plant a tree? I think that could be kind of cool, like as a little Easter egg. It's probably not going to be visible from the bottom, but it's going to look cool once it's grown. But I'm very happy with how it's turned out, to be honest. I would actually love this tree here to be like one of those pink cherry blossom trees. I think this would look so cool, but I haven't found those yet. But I'm very happy with all of that. That was a lot of work, a lot of changing things, right? A lot of things didn't look good at the beginning, or I was very unsure. I still think the ideas I had weren't bad, but like, I'm very happy with this now. I think it really is medieval now, right? I always said I wanted to have a medieval town, but until now it was just a town, a village, a farmland, and now it actually looks very much medievalish. I'm very happy with that. Let's look from afar quickly. Yeah, that looks cool. Like in the background of the whole village, there's just something going on now. There's something like peeking out of the trees and of the, like, higher than the other houses. It looks very good, doesn't it? By the way, what can I do with that now? How can I get honey again? Oh, not like that. I have no idea how this works. I'll figure it out one day. Yeah, this is cool. This is very cool. We'll see whether I'll leave this thing. Maybe I'll just take it away. I don't know whether we need a flag, to be honest. That looks very cool. With the scarecrow as well. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Actually, I'm going to take away this thingy up there. It's a cool looking tower, isn't it? It took a whole lot of patience. That's just how it goes sometimes, right? I mean, it's just what it takes. It takes a lot of patience, but I always think it's worth it. Right, we have so many cows now. Finally, we can get some leather. I first want to take down this thing up there. It looks quite horrible, to be honest. So I'm gonna add a little bit of nature around here as well. I would love to have a couple of flowers here, or like flower pots, if that is possible. And then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a little bit of bone meal time. Wow, I did just spawn a tree. And it actually has a beehive. That is wonderful. If I take this block away, will it... No, it won't disappear. Good. This is so amazing. That is beautiful. The tree is fairly low. It has bees. Oh, I did add quite a few greens here and there. Just because I think it's needed. Oh, and I'm in the ground. I think this makes such a big difference, doesn't it? And I've basically only added those white flowers that I've said would be the main flowers of our town, and those two pinkish violet lilac flowers. I think they look really good, and I would love this tower to be some kind of a little bit of a mystical place. You know, it's a ruin after all, right? So it's a bit magical has happened here, and I think what would be incredibly cool is to build in the back, maybe around here, a little graveyard. With maybe just one grave for a person of which we actually have no history, of which we actually don't exactly know what they did or who they were. But they surely have lived once in this tower and did some kind of maybe magical stuff, which would explain why there's only the white and lilac flowers and no other flowers around here. I think that will also fit very well if we have this pink cherry blossom tree, which doesn't grow anywhere else in this area, but around this tower. I think this would be a very cool idea. But I'm very, very happy with this. I think this looks amazing, actually. I think this looks very good. I might just add a bit more of those greens, actually. I think the more we have of these, the better, actually. So I'm gonna get some more of these. That is such a cute fish, by the way. Wait, there's so many. Why are they on top of the surface? Oh, they are beautiful. I haven't seen all of those yet. What are those? They're so cute. Well, the whole marine life I still have to figure out. Look at this tower. It looks great. I'm very happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. You know what, guys? It feels beautiful to walk out of here. Look at this view. It's very pleasant, isn't it? And we have the second batch of bees, which I love. Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah, I'm once again very happy. I don't think I was ever as unsure while building as with this one, but I think in the end we can be very happy with it. Very, very happy. So thank you so much for having been with me through this ride. I'm sure I can edit it somewhat pleasant, but I can tell you it was hardly an ordeal because I really messed up sometimes, I think. I would really love to have a pink cherry blossom tree. I won't take down this tree now, obviously, because we have the bees here, but I would just change maybe the height of the tree a bit and the bushes, the leaves. I think that's something I'll do. This was a fun experience. Fun and long experience. So there we are, we're finally done with the magical wizard's medieval tower, whatever you want to call it actually. Like, I'm myself not quite sure yet what exactly the story is, but I think we can just invent something. And then it will be absolutely amazing. It will be so cool to actually have a ruin right next door. I think that's so cool. Just the imagination of there actually having been something already 100 or 500 or 1,000 years ago. So yeah, I'm very, very happy, as you always know, because I'm saying it 1,000 times. I want to say a big thank you for having watched today, for having been here with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for having taken the time, and I hope I can see you soon again. Have a great, great day.